Alrighty. No, I have not. I looked in the mirror, but I did pull my hair up super tight because I didn't have a wrap around it. I gotta walk the dogs and breeze, and then my hair will touch my face, and then I want to jump off a bridge, which is nowhere near me. I got no bridges because my nervous system, you know, but it's a lot better now. Because of why? Because of carnivore. Carnivore eating. Anyway, I did have the cup of coffee, which I just told my friend Sheen. I said, look, I am really clearly noting the different type of energy that the coffee gives me in the morning, and I'm like on crack and shit. It's like, oh my God, shut this bitch up! Because I'm not taking carbs in any other time of the day, so I can tell. You know, directly, this is a direct result of the coffee. So I'm still observing. I'm in the observing phase. Observing. Can I think about coffee pretty much all day long. I mean, every few minutes, I just dispel it. But anyway, so I was thinking, I watched this video go by about Stoicism. I'm like, there it is, it's Stoicism. 98% of people won't make us. They're not Stoic like this. And I've been looking at Stoicism, thinking this is where I need to lean. Me personally. See, this is the thing. We all need a little Stoicism in our lives. Because there's times when you need to keep your emotions in check because shit's happening, man. You just got to keep your emotions in check, you know? You can't just be like falling all over the place. You got little kids around and whatever. I mean, there's a bazillion reasons why you need to keep your emotions in check, right? But there comes a point where I realized that my friend, my bestie friend in the whole wide world, Paula, I see it because I admired her, and I do. I still do. Since I met her, we were in 3rd grade, we met. Her stoicism. I didn't know that that was the word, or that was the stance that she held publicly or with herself and her. But now I know that that's what it is. It is closely guarded emotions, lots of self-control, yada, yada, yada. And what happened to my friend? She's riddled with autoimmune diseases and can barely eat a thing because she gets covered with hives. She has diabetes, her stomach is frozen, won't move, peristalsis almost. I mean, it moves a little bit, obviously, or she'd be barfing all day long if she ever ate anything. Racked with pain! And I'm saying, you know what? Although I feel that I had maladaptive methods too. I think she was maladaptive. She was sucking it in. You know why? Because her mother, and God bless Madeline, and rest her soul, love that woman. But it was, you know, when we were little, her mom would be like, you better never come home beat up. You better never get in a fight and have your ass beat. You better beat your ass. You better never let anybody beat your ass. Like, this woman had been through some really hard times, and we're telling her kids, don't you let anybody beat your ass. Beat the fuck out of them before they beat you up. No, I'm not saying that she taught them to go out and be violent. She didn't. She taught her kids to be stoic as fuck, but if someone swings on you, they better be on the ground for a while before you come home. Like, because she was, and I think, you know what? As good as a lot of these lessons are, they were so extreme that I think that hindsight shows that my friend stoically experienced all these horrible, you know, whatever things that happened, along with good things too, but horrible things that happened over a 56-year period. And she did not process them in a way that allowed her body to return to equilibrium and move on, because she didn't know how, didn't even know that she had to, or that she should. We're all thinking, okay, we controlled ourselves through that horrible confrontation, moving on. Maybe not. Your body is whole. Like, we have bad habits. We don't have healthy. We don't know how to breathe. We didn't breathe it through, breathe it out. And it all sounds so woo-woo at first. And you're like, oh my God, Karen, please. I know I used to feel that because it is abstract. And because we can't see it and touch it as Americans or Westerners or whatever, we're just like, oh, I don't know. Just give me a pill. Isn't there an exercise I can do? Like a physical one? Maybe there is, but you still can't see it. Like, I couldn't see or explain why that muscle released in my upper back and is still undone. I don't know. So we're void of this information growing up and throughout our lives. And now my friend's stoicism, I feel, has jeopardized her actual life. It has brought her into a state of very, very poor health. So it's more than looking stoic on the outside. We must be stoic on the inside. And the only way that we're going to find that is through understanding that everything Sheena's saying is true. It's true, Sheena. Everything you're saying is true. that you're one. You are one with God. There is no separation. There is none. So everybody telling you you're separate from God. You're like, you gotta reach Him. You're just you gotta get in His good graces. Like, what? He's within her. I can see that clearly. So I must have it too. I mean, we're all, except those that I'm saying are like they've either gotten like, you know, they're controlled by the wasp parasite, or they're just another species altogether, right, Deborah? Like, you know, when you were saying, and Deborah's like, yeah, that's what I was saying about that. Oh, and I wanted to talk about, but I'm gonna make another video about this. Deborah, you sent me the video about the DNA, and it meaning that it was God, that it was the DNA is actually, you know, God's well, then it was the RNA, which is the instructions to tell the DNA. We're made from, you know, God particles, that's what we're made from, or however it was. I'll link it. And I'm going to make another video about that because it spurred a thought in me that I think you would find fascinating and beautiful. And I think, and I'm just like, I wowed Lenny out before he left yesterday with this. I drank my coffee and went, and I couldn't believe what was coming out of my mouth. Let me make a video about it. And I mentioned it to Frankie. I was like, Frankie, man, we're a song. Let me make that video. Anyway, yes, Stoicism. Yes, Stoicism's wonderful, but not at the denial of your own emotions and feelings, where you're just denying that they exist. We've not been given the tools of how to process this thing. It is bodily movements. It is Qigong, it is Tai Chi, it is whatever. It is something movement. It is nature sounds. It is walking, rhythmic walking. It is knowing how to breathe. All these ancient arts that are should be common knowledge about the body, the temple that we live in. The temple needs repair. It needs to be maintained. It is not magical in the way that you just spin it like a top and go. Our bodies need maintenance. It needs things to run correctly and not clog up with all this crap. All right, have a great day, YouTube. I'm rambling now. It's Coffee Ramble. Sorry, I know my hair. God, I want to spruce up for y'all and show you how pretty I can be. Maybe later.